Hey everybody, it's me, Zachary Michael, also. And before this re-upload gets started, I just want to let you know that today's video that you're going to watch is coming from a new suggestion. Did not thoroughly vet it, although I don't think that there's any reason to not post this or anything like that. Really what I'm saying is, like, I didn't anticipate that it was, like, ended up being kind of a serious topic, and the woman in the video talks about a situation with a person who is seemingly like harassing and stalking her and things like that. I think we had a good conversation around the video, and certainly, you know, this is still a video that like a woman put on her YouTube platform for people to watch, so I don't think that there's an issue that we watched it. But I did just want to let you know, in case you're not in a place to like hear about things related to stuff like that, because certainly I'm sure some folks are not in that place. So I just want to give that heads up before you watch this today. If this doesn't sound like it's going to be up your alley, feel free to come back tomorrow for a new re-upload. Hi YouTubies, it's me, Zachary Michael, also, and welcome back, and hi, hello. And today, a new bombshell has entered the villa. Now, this is courtesy of Blossom in the chat, so shout out to Blossom, who DM'd me and said, has Everyday Mary ever made an appearance on the channel? I said, girl, I don't know. I've never heard of her, so no. And then she said specifically, Blossom said, let me just quote Blossom here for a second. Blossom said, I don't know if she's wild, wacky, crazy enough, but possibly a contender. She's got dating stories like Aaron. She's also in her 50s. She's invoked in a lawsuit with a crazy neighbor. Oh, well, and then Blossom said, possibly have Jamie vet it. I didn't have Jamie vet it. Nobody vetted it. I didn't vet it. And so, anyways, here we are. Now, upon further investigation, she also, and as many people in the chat are pointing out, she also has an ASMR channel that's much more popular. The ASMR channel has 541,000 subscribers. 541,000 subscribers. She's doing things like, welcome to your new insurance. Going to the dentist, ramble whisper, Dollar Tree over the counter, and so she's the girly that goes and organizes the shelves in Dollar Tree. Yeah. I thought this one was interesting. Carl tries video dating. Look at Carl. But we're not here to listen. What we're not here to do is to watch her ASMR. Okay, we're not here to watch her ASMR. I just wanted to acknowledge that she does have a much more popular ASMR channel. This one just seems to be her vlogging, her everyday life. And her name's Everyday Mary. Very close to Everyday Miriam. She's dating our Discord bot. Exactly. Yes. And to be honest, I asked Blossom where to start because I was intrigued by the crazy like neighbor lawsuit situation. And I mean, you can just go back, and I was like, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start. And also I broke up with Michael today, like that could be interesting. But then I started going down, and there's this video called She Called Me the Devil. She Called Me the Devil? And then Crazy Lady Update / Angel Tree Kids. And then I'm like, well, who's the crazy lady? That must be who Blossom was talking about. That must be who Blossom was talking about. And then she said, don't mess with stubborn people pleasers. Would you try to reason with this person? Arrest warrants do no good. Oh, here's y'all pray for my kids slash dating misadventures. Found my sunglasses, crazy lady update. What is wrong with people? Crazy lady update. Crazy lady geese, country bumpkins, and gratitude. Crazy lady update. Bagel drama and ordering at the Biscuit King drive-thru. Update on Marty, bad haircuts, and crazy lady. Neighborhood update. Crazy lady and diabolical bird droppings. She called the cops on us. She got arrested. You look tired. And then finally I landed at this one, which is seeking legal counsel. This is ridiculous. It's got 37,000 views. It's got 37,000 views. Seeking legal counsel. This is ridiculous. So, I don't know. I'm curious what the neighbor drama is. It could be nothing. It could be a big old nothing burger. And if it is, you know who to blame, right? Y'all in the chat know who to blame if it's awful. If it's terrible. You can blame Blossom at Blossom W in the Twitch chat. Wait, will she say the word fuck or fucking? Oh, a girl, I don't know anything about her like that, but that's the prediction that just got started. You for not reading the full message about vetting. I don't know about that. Anyways, while y'all are participating in the prediction, could y'all let me know that you're ready? So that by putting 69s in the chat, what words am I trying to say? Yeah, if you're not gonna blame Blossom, then you can blame Jamie for not vetting this, even though she didn't know she was supposed to. No, I just wanted to try something new today. I just wanted to experience something new. Where's the prediction? It should have popped up, unless it's already over. Oh, it might have been too quick of a poll, Jamie. People might have missed it. I don't know. It looks like people are Jamie? I'm not trying to make you catch strays, but I think the poll was you. I do think you were personally responsible for the poll. What if I wore these pearls as a little bracelet? It's actually a necklace. It was like 10 seconds. Listen, y'all blame Miss Jamie over here. Y'all should be blaming Miss Jamie. No, I really appreciate all of Jamie's help. Jamie has been a great help to the community, and I think y'all appreciate her too. And she's a good sport. So, Jamie's restarted the prediction for anybody who wants to participate. You should have some more time now to get your participation in. And let's go ahead and get to. We're gonna see how fast or slow she talks. We might speed her up because this is a 30-minute video. But listen, girls, I have all the time in the world, so let's just get to.
How are you?
Hi.
It's good to see you. I have been outside working. My kids and I have...
It does feel like she could be 1.25. I know we've only listened to 6 seconds. But it seems like it could be 1.25. All right, here we go.
Worked on the trench. We've been working on the trench that was dug through my yard when they redid the pipe for the water coming into the house. They basically left us with a big ass mess that we have put a lot of work into fixing back. Now I'm going to show you what I've been working on this evening, and it's not going to look like anything. You're going to look at it and go, that just looks like shit. Why are you showing me that? It took a while to get to this point. And then I'm going to tell you about the other stuff going on. Hold on a second. Let me show you.
I think what we want to hear about is the other stuff, because I don't care about whatever renovation she's doing to the trench in her house, you know? She's already said ass and shit. I am fucked. Ooh, she's a potty mouth. Oh God, I think I backed the wrong horse. You never know.
All right, so here we are. This is where
cat.
The trench was dug. So they ended up...
How do y'all feel about outdoor cats? Ooh, maybe we should... maybe we shouldn't do all that. Maybe we should. That sounds... we shouldn't.
With all this dirt. And here's what pisses me off. Right here in this turn where they had to hand dig it, they slung dirt all the way over there. They broke one of my lights and covered it up in dirt I wouldn't find it. They crushed it. All they had to do, look at this. All you have to do to move these is this right here.
Wow.
It's not plugged into anything.
Wow.
And look, they broke it. I had 3 of these. They broke one.
Wow.
And then they just sort of covered it up with a bunch of damn dirt. So
how dare they? Where'd you get those from? The Dollar Tree?
Then I can't get that.
Oh, those are expensive. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Okay. So then when I was over here, that's lopsided. So I was out here digging around and I found it. They had just crushed it. I have a landscaping company coming out to give me an estimate to fix this back because I'm not doing it. They slung dirt all up in here. There was no need for them to do it. This is better than what they left me. Okay, my kids and I did this. They completely covered up those. So they put some of them over here. They were not stacked up. We did that. They put some over here and just completely covered them in dirt. We have spent hours and hours out here dealing with this. And yeah, it doesn't look like anything, I know. But I've been out here with a flat shovel, getting it off the driveway, scooping it up and removing it. I didn't finish, but maybe I can finish later. I've got to get all these big clods of dirt out of here.
Y'all, I'm kind of hungry.
The grass people came and put down some grass seeds. I don't know how.
That was specifically for Sarah Grant in the comments section on the YouTubies. But I am kind of hungry. What if I just took a bite of this?
Gonna do over here. This part isn't as bad.
Oh God, it looks like shit.
See, it's already kind of filling in a little bit.
It does look like
this
shit.
is not great. I don't know what to do about it, but this is what I've been working on for the last 2 weekends, trying to flatten it out, get the chunks of dirt out of here. They slung it over here. I swear, it has been the biggest pain in the ass. Oh my God. Okay, so we got a little situation going on here in the neighborhood, and I'm gonna go inside and tell you about it. And I'm gonna
okay. That's what we're here for. We're not here for the trench. We're not here. We're here for the situation in the neighborhood, because she's got neighborhood drama. That is so I've been told by Blossom.
Let you listen to a short video from one of my neighbor's Ring cameras, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, this is what I've been doing this evening and yesterday and last weekend, and apparently it's going to be my job for a while. So let me go in the house. Okay, so I'm back in the house and my hair is a mess because I've been outside working and I don't really care all that much. I did get my eyebrows done Friday, so don't have like a trauma response or anything because they're darker than my hair right now.
Now, Miss Ma'am, why would I have a trauma response to your eyebrows, Diva? Girl, why would I have a trauma response?
They were really dark when I left there Friday night. I've washed my face twice since then, so yeah. They are a little bit dark. Hey, Pumpkin, look at who's here. Hey.
Hey, Pumpkin.
Pumpkin, you want to tell them about what happened? Okay, let me tell you what happened. This is not alleged hype. This is real. Y'all, my God, okay. You could probably guess who this is about before I even say. I have been dealing with...
Well, I can't because this is the first video of yours I've ever watched.
This neighbor of mine. since the summer of 2020. She moved in. It was her dad's house down the street from me. It was her dad's house. And he was living there. Now, he was an elderly man. He was really nice. I never had an issue with him. He was really nice. He kept the place up so nice. And oh my gosh. So his daughter clearly has some issues. Okay, now I understand that. Because that's the first thing a lot of people say. You need to have compassion because clearly she has issues. You know, I had compassion until she started like stalking my kids when they were walking to the school bus and screaming at them and threatening them. And all my compassion kind of went out the window at that point. I don't really know.
We're really just we're really just getting thrown in there. We're just getting this. What? Right? Who the fuck screams at kids? That's wild. I would have an issue with that too.
I living down the street from that for 5 years. You won't have any compassion anymore. You just want it to stop. So anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So the summer of 2020. This lady, we'll call her Crazy Lady. That's not her real name, but that's how we refer to her here at the house. We call her Crazy Lady.
Thanks for clarifying that her birth given name is not Crazy Lady. Thanks for clarifying that on her birth certificate it doesn't say Crazy Lady.
Before we knew her name. Crazy Lady moved in down the street with her dad. Now, she's older than me. She is probably, I would say, in her early 60s. She's not a young woman. She moved in with her dad, who, as I said, was elderly. He was probably in his mid-80s. Real nice guy, though. Really nice man. Very quiet, kind of kept to himself. Whatever. Anyway, she moved in with him. Almost from the start, I mean, like, as soon as she moved in over there, she was coming down the street screaming at people. Just random. It is random shit that she will scream at people. And it wasn't just me. I mean, it was everybody. Like, she would just scream at anybody and everybody who was outside. All right. And I called the police over and over. Other neighbors, I think, called the police over and over. Every time I ever called, all they would ever say is, there's nothing we can do. I mean, you know, as long as it's before 10 p.m. at night, and as long as she's not threatening anyone directly or, you know, like coming onto your property or assaulting anyone, there's nothing we can do.
Well, spoiler alert, there's often nothing that the police can do because, yeah, that's kind of how police are. That's kind of how they are.
You have no recourse. There is not anything you can do about it. She is within her rights to do this. And I'm just sitting here like, I am a big fan of freedom of speech. I'm all about it. I have no problem with that. But there has to be something, Pumpkin, there has to be something where surely an entire neighborhood cannot be subjected to screaming. And I do mean screaming. You're going to hear it in a minute.
We get to hear it? We get to hear it and see it? I love Pumpkin. That is a beautiful cat. Yeah, Pumpkin's cute. Pumpkin's here for the tea. Pumpkin is here for the tea. Freedom of speech only applies to the government, ma'am. I do think that people wildly misunderstand the concept of freedom of speech. But here we are. I had a neighborhood crazy man. He would yell at anthills, and one time I saw him coming out of a sewer grate. And how does one come out of the sewer grate? How does one
love my cream all wheat.
It is my right to scream all I want, lady. If I want to scream no one mourns the wicked, I can raw the Zach 11 mima.
Hurrah! Loaded T Sport, thanks for the 100 bits. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like there's some other kind of intervention that could happen though, you know, like she's saying that this person seems like they're mentally unwell, like they might have something going on. Like it seems like there's maybe like perhaps there's like a community like mental health resource that could assist with it. I don't know. I also am frequently thinking about ways that we can not involve the police in situations specifically like this.
Sometimes can go on, off and on, all day. I am talking about hours of this shit. There is no way in hell that is just something we can't do anything about. Pumpkin, oh, it's so funny because I played a recording of her earlier in here, and Pumpkin immediately turned and looked toward the window because she knows where that noise usually comes from. So Crazy Lady is fond of walking down the street, standing on the very edge of my driveway, right on the edge. She's very smart about that.
I'm on the edge of glory. Pumpkin's trauma response. Oh yeah, why are we worried about the trauma response to your eyebrows and not Pumpkin's trauma response to the Crazy Lady?
Not stepping foot on my property. She will come right up to the edge of my yard, right in front, like facing the front door, and just scream and scream and scream, calling out my name. And that's the thing that's kind of escalated at this point. Over the last few months, I'd say in the last 3 months or so, it has gotten worse. It has gotten notably worse because clearly she's done some sort of Google search on me or some kind of something, because she has memorized about me my full name, my date of birth, the full name of one of my ex-husbands. She talks about him a lot. She knows multiple places I've lived in the last 25 years. She was naming off my former addresses.
That's weirdly. That's weirdly. One of my ex-husbands, look at you clocking that hot meat juice, because I didn't even clock one of my ex-husbands. Right, so she should get a restraining order. Yeah, it does feel like there should be something she can do, because that's wild. Why does she know her date of birth and places she's lived and things like that?
Family members, the full names of my children. Clearly she's done some kind of search and she's memorized all this shit about us. And it's probably just some sort of intimidation thing, like she's trying to scare me or something.
That's weird.
So she's doing that. And so here's what happened Friday. So this is kind of where Friday was just kind of a last straw for me.
Yeah, this is clearly why she's seeking legal counsel as stated in the title.
All right, so I was at work, but I drove the Metro to work, so my other car was parked in front of the house. So the Metro was pulled into the driveway, and I had my other car just parked on the street in front of the house. And I just left it there. Like, I drove the Metro to work, so my regular car was still parked at the house. And I'm speculating this.
Wait, do you got a Geo Metro? My first car ever was a Geo Metro.
I don't know for sure. I think she looked out and saw my normal car still parked here, and she thought I was home. Because what I learned, and I learned this from 2 or 3 of my neighbors got in touch with me to tell me this, because my next door neighbor here works at home. And bless her heart, she works from home and she has to do like Zoom meetings and things. And her biggest fear is that the Crazy Lady's going to start screaming and they're going to hear it on the call. And she's going to have to explain what's going on outside of her house. Because she said that's happened before. She just has to pray that the woman does not do it, but it has happened. Anyway, apparently, for whatever reason, I don't know, Crazy Lady, off and on, all day, Friday, for hours. She's like a demented cuckoo clock. She'll go inside and be quiet for half hour.
Wait, I think she said demented, but Dominion cuckoo clock is funny too.
Then she'll come out and scream again. Then she'll go inside for a half hour, come out and scream again. Just standing in her driveway. There's nobody out there. She's not talking to anybody. She is just screaming indiscriminate gibberish. Most of it, I cannot quite make out what she's saying. I don't know. But my neighbors were texting me and saying, she's out here and she is screaming about you. She is screaming out your full name and like personal information about you. And she is just saying some crazy shit about you. And then one of her next door neighbors, I know him. He texted me and said, you need to see this. So he had a Ring camera video.
This is wild. Yeah. She said this woman is somewhere in her 60s. And that she lives with her dad, who is elderly. Her cat Pumpkin is really cute. Very cute.
It's like a little over 4 minutes long, and I'm going to let you listen to it. You can't see it. You can't really see anything in the video anyway, but it shows you can see street information. So I'm not going to show you the video, but I'm going to let you listen to it. Now I'm going to warn you before I play this. It is disturbing. It is not. It is disturbing.
I don't know are y'all ready for this? She's given the warning. It's disturbing.
Maybe it's just me, but it just kind of gets me. It gets my heart rate up listening to this bitch. Are you looking at the ghost? She looks at.
She really does like to cuss a little. She really does like to cuss a little. Now, question: Was the poll specifically about if Mary would say the word fuck? Because I have a feeling that's going to come into play here. What if Pumpkin says it? I don't think Pumpkin's going to, but I do worry that this woman might say it.
The ghost in here. She's what? There's nothing there. Quit freaking me out, Pumpkin. So there's a ghost in here.
Quit freaking me out, Pumpkin. You're freaking me out.
And she watches it sometimes. She does. Marty does it too. Marty also does that. He'll just look at shit in here. Anyway, I'm going to play the audio of this video for you to hear.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to play the very end of it because at the very end, like right after where I cut it off, she screams out my full name. Like literally 2 seconds after I cut it off. You'll hear what she says at the very end, and it's the very end I want you to listen to. And I want to hear if you heard, I want to know if you heard what I hear at the end of this video. Because I played it back and listened to it a few times. And a lot of what she says leading up to that, I can't quite make out what she's saying. I'm not really sure. But at the very end, I'm asking you in the comments to tell me, what do you hear her say in the last 30 seconds of this video? What do you hear her say? Okay. And then keeping in mind that right after it cuts off, she screams my full name.
Okay.
Just listen to this. And again, it's a little disturbing. So if that's a problem, just fast.
Mary, I'm ready. Mary, I'm ready. Just get to the video. Put it back. Oh, yeah. Let's put it back on original speed for the actual recording.
Forward through like the next 5 minutes or so. Just zip back to where I'm sitting here with Pumpkin and just don't. But listen to this and tell me what you hear.
I'm ready. The captions are on. The captions are on. They're just not picking up every single thing because I'm guessing YouTube can't. The YouTube AI that for captions isn't picking up every single thing. Yeah, there feels like there should probably be something that could be done about this. It feels like there should be something, like some kind of mediation. Yeah, like she's clearly like threatening. Yeah, this person I don't think is in a good mental health space. There's very much something that's going on for this person. Sorry, I thought I heard Poe moving around. I was like, what are you doing, buddy? I don't see him. I don't see him. So maybe he's just getting cozy and comfy somewhere.
August 28th, 2023. Fucking bitch. HOA manager. Black truck. And two of them. Fuck you.
And like, why does this woman know so much about Mary? I don't know if this woman is caring for her father or not. I'm unclear about what her relationship with the father is. She didn't say what triggered the crazy lady to start stalking her. She didn't say anything about that. What year is this video from?
Keep going. Boy, you have a fucking family. Ask me if I give a fuck.
This is from 9 months ago. This is from 2025.
Fucking hot summer. Hot. Hot. So hot. And the other one is fucking done. Done. D-I-E. Done.
We have to remember it's incredibly hard to get people mental health care that don't consent to it. If a crisis team came, they would probably try to have her hospitalized. Yeah, I don't know what the answer is, to be honest. I can see why Mary feels like at the end of her rope when it comes to like things she can do about it. This seems like a hard situation.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you what I heard at the very end.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to be listening to what we thought we heard. Oh my gosh, okay. This time it really was Poe. This time it really was Poe. Oh my god, I just got freaked out. I don't know that I could tell specifically what she was saying. I'm curious what Mary heard.
All right. So I'm going to tell you what I heard at the very end. I heard D-I-E. I'm not sure what she said leading up to that, but she spelled out that word. And she mentioned, if you go back and listen, she said, what did she say? Two red-headed bastards or red-headed something. And then right after she says red-headed bastards or whatever it was, red-headed motherfuckers or whatever it was, that is when she screams out my name. She's talking about my two kids and clearly me because she screams out my full name. Okay. This woman has threatened to kill me before, but I didn't get it on video. And that was like 2 or 3 years ago. And the police, I did call the police, but the police said, well, there were no witnesses. You don't have any proof that she did it. There's nothing we can do. Sorry about that.
You got this on
Tough
video
break.
now.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to talk to an attorney this week, and I'm going to have them listen to that and just ask. I'm just going to ask an attorney. I'm not saying the police are full of shit.
Well,
I just find it really hard to believe there's nothing we can do about this. This has been going on now for almost 5 years. The whole neighborhood has had to live with this for 5 years. And the shit you heard on that tape, that is a really good example of what we have to listen to when she goes off on one of her tirades and she gets like this. And now it's random. She may go for 3 weeks.
This is insane. I feel bad for Crazy Lady clearly being in distress, but if I was Mary and had kids, I would feel really concerned. Yeah, I think that that's what's so difficult is like Mary clearly has reasons to be concerned in this situation. Like absolutely. I mean, I'm the first person to say that like mental health problems are not an excuse for bad behavior. It also seems very clear that this lady is unwell. To
not do that again. In fact, earlier today, I came home from getting groceries and I was outside getting them out of the car, and she came walking out of her house, saw me, looked at me plain as day, and just walked on. Didn't say a word. And a lot of times she does that. Other times I walk out to get the mail and she screams bloody murder at me. You never know when she's going to do it. You never know how long it's going to go on. She may come walking down the street and try to confront me. I don't ever know what she's going to do. But then her next door neighbor was very disturbed by what she said in that video. He said, I am concerned for your safety, quite frankly, after hearing that. I'm concerned for you and your kids at this point.
For sure.
So just know, I have taken steps.
That almost sounds like dementia. Yeah, I don't know a bunch about dementia. I mean, I'll take y'all's word for it.
I'm not going to say what they are. I've taken steps. I'm just going to say that. I am aware that she is a potential issue. I know that. And I'm not taking this lightly. And I have already looked into it a little bit and talked to some people. I was in the legal field for many years. I've talked to some people, given them the highlights. And I'm going to go talk to somebody this week to see what my options are.
Yeah, we need to do
so
something.
I'm sorry I have not been in touch much lately.
Oh, I forgot to speed her back up. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, so that's what I've been dealing with. She has been on some other tirades lately, screaming out all my information. Just started probably back in January or February. She started doing that, and she does seem to have a lot of personal information about me. But it's nothing you couldn't find in a Google search. I mean, it's not that
okay.
impressive.
I was gonna say, like, what? How does she get this? But if Mary's saying that this can come in a Google search, then I guess I get. But I just like, wow, she's really out here Googling you. This is SouthernASMR Sounds. Yeah, it's her vlog channel.
But apparently she knows how to use the internet. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know about that. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. It could be that I try to do something, legally about it. And it could be that I try to do something and get nowhere with it. I could get nowhere with it. And my fear about that, my concern about that is if I do end up doing something in court, she will get a summons. She'll get notice of whatever I do. And she will show up. And if she made a scene, that would be good for me. I don't know what she would do in court. And I don't know for sure that she'd show up. But if I don't get anywhere with it, if the police were right and there's nothing I can do, I'm afraid that this shit's going to get a whole lot worse than it is now.
I think you could at least probably get a protective order or something.
My concern.
Grace, there's about like 12 other crazy lady update videos on her channel. So we can probably watch a few more depending on how long some of them are. She's got a lot of updates about this on the channel, for sure.
Is that she will retaliate if I don't get anywhere with it, which is one reason why I'm talking to an attorney. Like, what are my options if I can't do anything and then she does just go off the deep end? I don't know.
If you Google your name and see too much info, you can request that the site is removed from your search. That is true, Softest Bunnin. And also, like, those websites pop back up all the time.
Sometimes I feel like significant chunks of the story of my life are being written by somebody who really hates me. Does that make any sense? Why, Pumpkin? What for? God almighty. She's been quiet this weekend since now Friday. Maybe she got it all out of her system. Hell, maybe she has no voice left. I don't know how the hell it hadn't destroyed her damn vocal cords by this point. She'll scream like that for a really impressively long time. And this is not a young woman. I mean, like, hot damn. I don't have the energy for that kind of shit. I can't.
Well, that's why you have a whole channel where you just whisper and give people ASMR.
Imagine getting that mad at somebody. I don't speak to her. I don't interact with her. I'm not provoking her. I am just down here trying to live my life down the street from her. That is all I'm doing. That is all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm not bothering anybody. I don't have the time to bother anybody. If I want to bother somebody, if I had time to bother somebody, I'd come in the house and take a nap. I would not be wasting my time bothering anybody. So that is what I've been dealing with. Other stuff.
Woodland Doe, thanks so much for gifting a sub to Pika Pika.
in my life is kind of on hold. The laptop is still fucked up. Asus, the company that made it, said that I bought it from an unauthorized seller. Therefore, the warranty was only good for 90 days, which has passed. So they're not willing to do anything. So I have taken it somewhere to see if I can get it fixed, and I'm just going to have to pay for it. I bought a laptop on Amazon. It's the whole story. If you haven't heard that part, I bought a laptop on there back in November, and long story short, I have a $1,300 paperweight right now, and there's nothing. Nobody wants to help me. Amazon didn't help. The seller didn't help. Asus didn't help. So I'm stuck with a computer that doesn't work at all. So I'm trying to get that fixed. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's wrong with it and get it fixed. And my son's truck still does not run. He got it home, but now there's some other issue with it and it's not running again. And I'm starting to really hate that truck. See, I had a Fiero when I was a teenager and it was constantly breaking down.
Fiero. Elikanamen, namen, atu, elikanamen.
I told my son, I said, you realize that's your Fiero, right? That truck, that's your Fiero. He said, no, it's not. It's going to be fine. I said, yeah, I was in denial about my Fiero too. I would get really defensive if anybody called it a piece of junk. That's your Fiero out there. I'm just saying.
Was it made out of hay?
Yeah, I will let you know what I find out. But she's disturbed. I mean, this woman is disturbed, and I no longer have any compassion for her. I kept hoping she would sell the house and move away. Her dad passed away. I don't remember the year. I remember it was in November because there was a really scary incident. That was when she threatened to kill me that following month in December. It was right around Christmas time when that incident happened. She was out there beating on...
Attic Wife, thanks so much for being here, and absolutely feel free to clock out and take care of yourself. No worries. Yeah, go ahead and take care of yourself.
A busted up desk that she had thrown out on the street. She was out there beating on it with a hammer, and my son was too scared to walk past her. That's another thing. I don't want him having to walk past her house to go to the bus stop, to get on the bus. Fortunately, hopefully this fall he'll be able to get his license and he can drive himself to school, but for now, I don't know. So I drove him to the bus stop, and then I drove back home, and I was working from home at that point, and she came walking down the street and said some stuff, like she literally threatened to, end me. But it was like 7:15 in the morning. There were no witnesses. I don't have a video of it because I was just walking from my car into the house. Like I was trying to ignore her because I don't have time for you today. I didn't say that to her, but I'm thinking, I don't have time for you today. I'm just going to walk in the house. I'm not going to look at you. I'm not going to say anything. But then she said what she said, like, all right, I guess I am going to deal with you today then, if that's the way you want to be. And then I called the police and reported what she said, and they're like, well, we can't really prove it, and, it's your word against hers, and there were no witnesses, so sorry. Yeah. I just can't believe we have to live this way. I cannot
I think it's so interesting to me, because I know so many people, even from, like, my small hometown, who have experienced, like, just, like, a complete lack of help from the police, who are supposedly here to, like, serve the community, and yet, like, don't understand why there are people in the world that, like, take issue with the police and the police not doing things to help.
This whole damn neighborhood has to live listening to this shit. I just don't see how. There is nothing that can be done. I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. It's been almost 5 years. That's why I'm like, the shit on Friday was just the last thing. Because my next door neighbor said she came walking down here and screamed outside my house for like a half hour. Just stood in front of my house, screaming at the house about my kids and me.
That is wild.
And don't think I won't go back to my cameras and get video of that, because I absolutely will. I'm gonna scroll back and I'm gonna find that, and I'm gonna capture that video, and I'm gonna have that as well. I have set up a folder on my laptop of all these videos that I have gotten, the neighbors have gotten, the cameras. I'm getting copies of all this shit for whoever wants to see it.
Yeah.
That can help me out. So I do feel targeted. I absolutely feel targeted, because I am targeted. My kids are targeted. I don't feel like we're safe with her living up there.
For sure.
I don't know what she's gonna do. So I'm not saying I don't want you to worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna work this out. But that is what I have been dealing with right now. Just in the last 5 years, I've been dealing with this shit. I'm gonna figure something out, and I will let you know. I will let you know when I find out, and I will let you know how it all works out. But that's what's going on. And
here we are.
I don't know if I just disturbed the demons in her head. I don't know what it is. Now, I'm not the only one she screams about. There are other people that she screams about, and I don't know who these people are. I imagine she goes to their house and screams at them and tells them about me, and she tells me about other, like, she'll scream just every now and then. She'll just mention random people. Anyway, I got 2 videos to edit. I did 2 shelf.
It does make me think, like, there was a woman that lived in my friend's apartment complex and similarly would just yell at people, and I don't think ever actually hurt anybody. But, like, I experienced it one time, and I was like, this is this is wild. This is like, feels very unsafe. It feels like there should be some kind of non-police like intervention that could happen, but
organization videos, and I got to get to work editing those, and it's already almost 8:30 at night, and I got to go to work in the morning. But I just wanted to let you know what was going on. I don't know. Damn.
Yeah, this absolutely far more serious than we anticipated. I was joking earlier about blaming Blossom for stuff. Don't blame don't. It's hard to say blame and Blossom right next to each other because of the two like blah noises. So don't blame Blossom for anything. I think in my head when I was thinking about like drama with the neighbor, it wasn't. It was like, oh, they don't like that I am watering my lawn. Or something. Like, they don't like the way I water my lawn.
I just don't see how a person can just, whenever they want, just terrorize an entire neighborhood, go up and down the street screaming and yelling, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. Really? Really? I mean, really? That's what every single cop I talk to when they come out, that's what they all say. Yeah. I mean, as long as she's not threatening anybody, you can't do anything about it. We can't do anything about it. Nobody can. Sorry. She has the right to do that. I don't see how, but that's what I keep getting told, so. But I'm going to find out what I can do, if I can do anything at all. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry. This is such a weird video, but that's what's been on my mind. That's what I've been thinking about. I woke up at about 3 o'clock this morning thinking about it, trying to, like, what am I going to do? What if I try to pursue something and it doesn't work out and then she gets worse? I mean, what if it just makes everything worse? Yeah. Because then she's going to be like, oh, hell yeah, I can walk up and down the street screaming whenever I want. And then she just does it.
I want to know why she broke up with Michael. That video is probably too long for us to get started on today. I think it's like 37 minutes long. But we can look and see if there's something short that we can watch that's maybe, I think we've seen enough from this particular video. She does have a follow-up video that says, I'll answer some questions about yesterday's video. Can you believe this? Oh, this is her complaining about the trench. The trench. Finally, some good news. Oh, you all want to see Pumpkin in the sunshine?
Look at these cats.
Look at these goddamn cats.
Poor Pumpkin has come outside to try to enjoy this beautiful day, and Boop likes to play this game where she'll run up and jump and scare other cats. Don't act like that's not what you were doing.
Oh my god, look at this cat back here. Wait, which one's Pumpkin? What's this cat's name?
Pumpkin doesn't want to play that game that you like, where
that is
Pumpkin. Jump up and go, buh! Pumpkin doesn't like stuff like that. So I got Pumpkin outside. Pumpkin, what do you think?
Pumpkin is so...
I've been out here doing some just
so
general yard work type stuff. And Pumpkin's been out here with me. She did not like the weed eater. She went inside for that.
Cute.
But yeah. Okay, show him your blue eyes,
Look
Pumpkin.
How pretty she
you can really
is.
see them when she's outside. Come here. Look up. Pumpkin.
Look how pretty she is.
Screw you, I'm leaving. I want to show you something that I did. And it's not a big deal, but my kids don't care, and I want to show somebody that might care. There's Evie. Evie!
How many cats does she have? Evie? Boop? Evie, Boop, and Pumpkin, and Marty?
Marty is not here. He has another house that he goes and hangs out at during the day. We don't know where it is, though. My backyard's looking good. It needs to be mowed. I've got magnolia leaves because I got a big magnolia tree right there. So I got out here and I got a whole bunch of them up. I missed some over here, but
okay. Well, I really clicked on this video for the cat. I really clicked on I don't necessarily care about your yard work. We don't need to know Marty's business. Marty has plans. How old are her kiddos? I don't know that she said, but one of them, it sounds like he's at least going to be old enough soon to have a license. maybe Marty is the reason the other lady's screaming. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine. It looks like this is Marty, by the way, in this little thumbnail right here from the Marty update. All right. Well, actually, honestly, divas, we might leave it there. I know it's a little bit of a tougher watch. I am always just interested in other people's business. I don't know if you know that about me. And I do think, like, I mean, I thought the video was still entertaining, or like interesting. Maybe entertaining's not the word. Interesting. We can potentially circle back and like watch some other stuff about her, maybe some dating stuff. I would also like to go watch some more Screaming Lady videos. I do think that there are some people that seem to be obviously needed to take like a step away, which is totally understandable and fine. So maybe we could watch some dating content or something in the future. It was better than Frank, in my opinion. Yeah, lots of people concerned about Frank's well-being and stuff like that too. I am fascinated by the things that people put on the internet. I think that's always been one of the driving fascinations of like YouTube for me, and like how I got here. I don't know. Let me know. Obviously, I'll take a look at the YouTube comments from this, and folks can also feel free to let me know here on Twitch too. Additional feedback and stuff. I think before we jump into any more crazy lady update videos, I'll take in some feedback from folks and see how folks feel about it. For sure. But anyways, bye YouTubies. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.